If your ribs are always coming out of place, there's a simple solution, and all we have to do is take a look at the anatomy. This is especially true if you're hypermobile. Let's take a look at the ribs coming into the spine. Each rib attaches onto the side of each vertebrae. Around that is some fibrous cartilage that we call a capsule. This can be lax in people, meaning it moves too much, especially if you're hypermobile. The good news is that you can train the muscles around the rib cage to help these ribs stay in place. What are some of the muscles that we're talking about? We're talking about the intercostals, the muscles between each rib. We're talking about the internal obliques, which attach on these bottom ribs and fan down towards the pelvis and attach into some of the fascia there. We're also talking about the external obliques, which lay over the top of the rib cage and then fan into some of the fascia towards the midline. Lastly, we're talking about the diaphragm, which sits up underneath the ribs and helps to coordinate and orchestrate the movement of your breath. There's a simple way to work these all together, and that's using a resistive breath trainer like this device here. This is just an example. I have nothing to do with this company, but we've had multiple patients, hypermobile patients, who started using a resistive breath trainer, and over a period of about 4 to 5 months, their subluxations, or their ribs coming out of place, significantly reduced. The thing I like about this particular device is that it allows you to adjust the inhale and the exhale independently of each other. So you can start to train the muscles that are involved with respiration, the breathing in and breathing out separately. So the level of challenge is appropriate for each part of the breath movement cycle. I recommend, if you're going to use something like this, working with a physical therapist. However, if that's just not a possibility right now, I recommend starting with this lying down. So if I were lying down on my back, I would put it in my mouth, could support my elbow so the arm is just relaxed, everything's relaxed, and we want to breathe in and out into the stomach. So when you're breathing in and out of the stomach, we're doing our best to relax our neck. So we're directing the breath down and towards the abdomen. Because we know that when we tense up here, we tend to get more into that fight or flight mode, and that further tightens up our neck. But if we direct the breath down towards the belly, we'll find that we can start to strengthen the appropriate muscles that hold the ribs in place. Over time, you can progress this into a seated position where you continue to use the breath trainer, but I would recommend just slowly increasing the resistance on each inhale and exhale. Typically, we would do this like a strength exercise where we're doing 2 sets of 10 over many, many weeks and even months, slowly working up to 1 to 2 to 3, up to 4 and 5 for both the inhale and the exhale. But there's no rush. That's the important thing, is that you have to remember that this is not a race, it's a marathon. So if this is a problem that you've been dealing with for a while, try not to rush to the next resistance, but slowly allow your body to adjust. Hey, my name is Chris Sovey. I'm a physical therapist in Lansing, Michigan, and we specialize in helping people with hypermobility and chronic pain. So if this is an issue that you just can't seem to get a hold of and you're looking for some personalized help, be sure to check out our website at healthyconsumerpt.com. Depending on where you live, it's possible that we also may be able to work with you remotely on telehealth. So be sure to check out the website for more information on that, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.